Men, over 50, never use baking soda alone. Mix this powder for massive blood flow. Dr. Rachel Ross. Let us embark on a profound exploration into a surprisingly simple yet incredibly potent solution for optimizing your body's most vital fluid transport system, your blood circulation. Consider for a moment a fundamental question, one that holds immense importance for your daily vitality and long-term health. What if the key to achieving robust, unimpeded blood flow was not found in expensive, complex treatments or exotic supplements, but was, in fact, quietly residing within the familiar confines of your very own kitchen? What if the pathway to significantly stronger vascular function, a cornerstone of masculine health, emerged from the intelligent combination of two unassuming, everyday powders? These aren't obscure, hard-to-find ingredients. They are common household items likely sitting patiently on your shelf, their profound potential largely unrecognized. Each in its individual capacity holds a modest benefit. However, when these two ordinary powders are brought together, meticulously blended in the correct proportions, something truly extraordinary, something transformative, is unleashed. Their combined power transcends the sum of their individual parts, creating a synergistic effect that is far more impactful than either ingredient could achieve alone. The truth is, a vast majority of men, particularly those navigating the challenges and changes that come with aging, remain entirely unaware of this remarkable mixture. They do not realize that these humble household ingredients have been subjected to rigorous scientific scrutiny, with research consistently demonstrating their capacity to generate measurable and significant improvements in vascular health. Today, I want to communicate this message with absolute clarity and conviction. This elegantly simple combination possesses the genuine ability to make a tangible, life-enhancing difference in your physical well-being. I am Dr. Rachel Ross, and my professional life as a urologist is dedicated to working intimately with older men on a daily basis. My practice focuses on guiding men over the age of 50 through the natural, yet often perplexing, shifts and transformations their bodies undergo with advancing years. More than just treating symptoms, my mission is to empower these men, equipping them with the knowledge and tools necessary to reclaim proactive control over their health, energy, and overall quality of life. It is an undeniable physiological reality that as we age, when our body's circulation begins to slow its pace, a profound impact is felt across various aspects of existence. Life itself can begin to feel undeniably harder, more sluggish, and less vibrant. When the crucial molecule known as nitric oxide, the body's natural vasodilator, experiences a decline in production, the smooth, consistent flow of blood becomes increasingly erratic and unreliable. And most significantly for male vitality, when the intricate network of blood vessels loses its youthful responsiveness, failing to dilate and contract efficiently, a man's confidence, particularly in intimate settings, can subtly but surely begin to wane. These age-related physiological shifts are not merely superficial. They permeate deep into the fabric of a man's life, profoundly affecting his intimacy, sapping his energy levels, and diminishing his overall stamina. Yet, here lies a crucial insight that most men never have the opportunity to learn. Your body is not inherently failing you in a catastrophic sense. Rather, its intricate internal chemistry is simply undergoing natural, age-related adjustments. It is a fundamental biological recalibration. The profound revelation is that when you strategically intervene to support and rebalance that shifting chemistry, remarkable improvements are not only possible but highly probable. Your body can once again regain its former strength, experience a renewed sense of warmth and vitality, and feel more truly alive. In the course of this comprehensive presentation, I will meticulously explain the precise nature of these two unassuming powders. I will vividly illustrate the ingenious mechanism by which they collaborate, working in concert to produce their powerful effects. I will peel back the layers to reveal the underlying scientific rationale that explains why this particular mixture generates such a significant and beneficial vascular boost. Crucially, I will also provide you with clear, step-by-step instructions on how to safely and effectively incorporate this method into your routine, right in the comfort of your home. You will discover that this highly effective solution will require an investment of no more than a few dollars, utilizing ingredients readily available. However, a word of caution: the most vital and transformative detail, the absolute key to unlocking the full spectrum of benefits, will be shared towards the culmination of our discussion. It is imperative that you resist the temptation to skip ahead, for doing so risks missing this critical step, thereby undermining the potential efficacy of this approach. Once you achieve a complete understanding of this potent combination and its profound mechanisms, you will witness a paradigm shift in your health and vitality. You will comprehend precisely how it amplifies nitric oxide production, the master regulator of blood flow. You will gain insight into how it robustly supports mitochondrial energy production, the cellular powerhouses. You will learn how it expertly improves blood viscosity, allowing for smoother flow, and crucially, how it diligently protects endothelial function, the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. This comprehensive range of benefits is precisely why I wholeheartedly advocate this natural, reliable, and remarkably simple to use solution to the older men I serve. It helps men to feel more responsive, more self-assured, and fundamentally more physically ready when those moments of importance and intimacy arise. Alright, let us now commence with a detailed breakdown, peeling back the layers of this fascinating subject. We shall begin by dissecting the first powder, an ingredient so common it is practically synonymous with every kitchen: baking soda. Let us explore why its significance within the context of your internal physiology is far greater than most people ever imagine. Specifically, we will delve into the profound role of the first powder in this powerful combination: sodium bicarbonate, more commonly recognized as baking soda. The prevailing perception among most men is that baking soda serves utilitarian purposes, such as deodorizing refrigerators or acting as a gentle cleaning agent. However, what an astounding revelation it is to understand that once ingested and introduced into the intricate environment of your body, it performs a function of vastly greater importance, a function directly and intimately linked to the efficiency of your circulatory system and, by direct extension, your intimate performance and overall vitality. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, functions primarily as an incredibly powerful pH buffer within your biological systems. And why does this particular characteristic hold such profound significance? Because as the physiological clock of aging relentlessly ticks forward, your body's internal environment tends to gradually, yet measurably, shift towards a state of increased acidity compared to its more youthful equilibrium. It's important to clarify that this isn't a dangerously acidic state in a clinical sense, but rather a subtle yet sufficient shift that is just pronounced enough to critically interfere with one absolutely essential physiological system: the delicate and vital process of nitric oxide production. Your blood vessels, these remarkable conduits of life, are astonishingly sensitive to even the most minute alterations in pH levels. When the internal acidity within your body begins to rise, even by a seemingly negligible increment, your endothelial cells, the incredibly thin, delicate cells that form the inner lining of your blood vessels, begin to struggle profoundly in their capacity to produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide, a gaseous signaling molecule, is the quintessential chemical messenger that communicates a crucial instruction to your blood vessels: relax and open. Consequently, when nitric oxide levels are suppressed due to this increased acidity, the inevitable outcome is a noticeable slowing of blood flow. This deceleration, in turn, manifests as weaker physical responses, a more rapid decline in stamina and endurance, and an overall sense that the body you once relied upon with unwavering confidence simply no longer responds in the same predictable and vigorous manner. Now, pause for a moment and consider this critical physiological dynamic. During any period of sustained physical exertion, an activity that intrinsically includes the intimate moments of male-female connection, Your muscles are actively engaged in metabolic processes that inherently generate an increased amount of acidic byproducts. These include substances like lactate, hydrogen ions, and a spectrum of other metabolic waste products. All of these compounds contribute to lowering your body's pH even further, pushing it deeper into that suboptimal acidic range. This is precisely one of the principal reasons why many men report feeling an overwhelming sense of fatigue or an overall sluggishness during physical activity, even when their mental resolve and desire remain fully engaged and enthusiastic. And this is precisely where the ingenious intervention of baking soda becomes profoundly relevant. When you strategically consume baking soda, it acts as a remarkably efficient buffer against these rising levels of acidity. By doing so, it adeptly creates a more alkaline environment within your bloodstream and around your blood vessels, the exact optimal environment that your endothelial cells unequivocally require to produce nitric oxide with peak efficiency. And when nitric oxide levels subsequently rise, a cascade of beneficial physiological events unfolds. Your blood vessels widen and open, blood flow dramatically increases, a comforting sensation of warmth returns to your extremities, and critically, overall physical responsiveness experiences a significant and welcome improvement. Numerous rigorously conducted scientific studies have unequivocally demonstrated that sodium bicarbonate possesses the capacity to significantly boost physical performance, effectively delay the onset of fatigue, and measurably increase vascular capacity. All of these scientifically validated effects directly and powerfully translate into superior consistency and enhanced endurance during intimate moments, allowing for a more fulfilling and confident experience. However, there is a crucially important point that I need you to grasp with absolute clarity at this juncture. While baking soda undoubtedly offers significant benefits, supporting pH balance and creating a more favorable environment, it is, by itself, simply not enough to achieve the full spectrum of vascular enhancement. There is an inherent limit to how far it can elevate your vascular performance on its own. And this inherent limitation is precisely why the second powder, the ingredient that almost no one utilizes in this context and often remains entirely overlooked, is of such monumental importance. Because when you thoughtfully and precisely combine baking soda with its ideal partner, your vascular system is endowed with a level of comprehensive support and optimization that is simply unachievable with baking soda alone. And this brings us to the next critical piece of our physiological puzzle. To truly understand the solution, we must first deeply comprehend why aging men contend with these challenges concerning pH balance, nitric oxide production, and the overall responsiveness of their blood vessels in the first place. As men progress through the inevitable journey of aging, the intricate internal chemistry that governs their bodily functions undergoes subtle yet significant shifts that, regrettably, most people seldom discuss or even acknowledge. These changes do not manifest in a dramatic, abrupt, overnight fashion. Rather, they unfold slowly, almost imperceptibly, year after quiet year. Yet, these seemingly minor, gradual chemical alterations eventually accumulate, coalescing into substantial transformations in the way your blood vessels operate, particularly during those moments when robust, highly reliable circulation is not just desired, but absolutely essential. One of the most profound and impactful of these age-related transformations is the diminishing efficiency with which your body manages and neutralizes acidity. In the prime of your youth, your body possessed an inherent and effortless capacity to rapidly clear metabolic acids. Your cellular machinery functioned with optimal efficiency, your metabolism hummed along at a brisk pace, and your blood vessels exhibited an exquisite responsiveness and elasticity. However, once a man crosses the threshold of 50 years, these vital buffering systems, the body's natural defenses against excessive acidity, begin to gradually weaken. Your tissues recover more slowly from exertion, and critically, the delicate endothelial cells lining your blood vessels produce a noticeably reduced quantity of nitric oxide compared to their youthful output. This decline is not necessarily a symptom of specific illness or unhealthiness, but rather a natural, albeit unwelcome, consequence of the biological slowing that is intrinsic to the aging process itself. Now, layer onto this natural biological slowdown the cumulative impact of real-life factors that are endemic to modern existence. Chronic stress, insufficient or poor quality sleep, the necessary but sometimes complicating effects of medications, the prevalence of higher blood pressure, the natural decline in testosterone levels, and an overall reduction in physical activity. All of these external and internal factors conspire to further increase the levels of acidity and inflammation within the intricate and sensitive vascular system. When your body becomes even slightly more acidic than its ideal state, nitric oxide levels experience a further detrimental drop. This means your blood vessels are unable to fully relax and dilate, and the smooth muscle cells embedded within the vessel walls become significantly less responsive to arousal signals. This is precisely why so many older men confide in me, stating, with a sense of quiet frustration, "Dr. Ross, the desire is still undeniably present, but the physical response simply isn't." And in every instance, I consistently reassure them it is rarely a fundamental lack of desire. Instead, it is a matter of vascular chemistry, a complex interplay of biological factors that requires targeted support, specifically during moments of intimate activity. Your body, in these crucial instances, needs the ability to rapidly and efficiently increase blood flow. It requires the capacity to sustain that elevated blood flow in a stable manner, and it absolutely demands the requisite energy and stamina to maintain physical movement and responsiveness without an untimely physiological crash halfway through. However, if acidity accumulates within your system at a rate faster than your body's diminished buffering capacity can neutralize it, fatigue inevitably sets in prematurely, your physical response weakens, and the ability to maintain the moment becomes progressively more challenging. This physiological reality underscores precisely why baking soda provides such meaningful assistance. It directly buffers that accumulating acidity. But, and this is crucial to remember, buffering represents only one half of the complete story. Because the true and profound transformation, the comprehensive vascular enhancement we seek, only truly happens when you actively support the inherent production of nitric oxide, when you effectively reduce the damaging effects of oxidative stress, when you dramatically improve the crucial flexibility of red blood cells, and when you significantly boost the energy reserves within the smooth muscle cells that are the ultimate controllers of blood vessel dilation. And that multifaceted, comprehensive level of support is exclusively achieved when you introduce the second powder, the key ingredient that elevates a simple mixture into a genuinely powerful vascular enhancer. So let us now pivot our attention and delve into the intricate details of that second, often overlooked ingredient and explore precisely why it has the capacity to fundamentally change everything. Now, with our understanding of baking soda firmly established, let us turn our focus to the second powder, the often unsung hero that transforms baking soda from a merely helpful substance into something genuinely powerful and profoundly impactful for vascular health. And here is the element that often elicits surprise and is almost universally unexpected by most men. It is citric acid. Yes, we are referring to the very same tangy, sour, crystalline powder that is a common staple in culinary applications, from baking to canning. However, when you intelligently combine citric acid with baking soda, a truly remarkable and scientifically fascinating phenomenon occurs. This interaction creates something that directly and unequivocally improves blood flow, significantly enhances nitric oxide stability, and dramatically boosts overall vascular performance in a way that baking soda, operating in isolation, simply cannot replicate. The moment these two powders, baking soda and citric acid, are introduced to water, an instantaneous and vigorous chemical reaction is triggered. You will visibly observe a rapid bubbling and audibly hear a distinct fizzing sound. This effervescence is the tangible manifestation of carbon dioxide being released as a gaseous byproduct of the reaction. However, the true magic of this combination does not lie within the ephemeral fizz itself. Instead, the profound benefit emerges from a new, highly beneficial compound that is created as a direct result of this chemical reaction: sodium citrate. Sodium citrate is far more than a mere byproduct. It is the absolute linchpin, the central molecule responsible for the remarkable synergy that underpins this entire vascular enhancement strategy. And here's a detailed breakdown of precisely why sodium citrate is so critical. Firstly, sodium citrate significantly enhances nitric oxide availability through a mechanism fundamentally distinct from that of baking soda. While baking soda contributes to better nitric oxide production by adeptly lowering systemic acidity and creating an optimal pH environment, sodium citrate operates by specifically reducing oxidative stress in the immediate vicinity of the endothelium. The endothelium comprises the delicate, highly sensitive cells that are directly responsible for synthesizing nitric oxide. By mitigating and reducing this oxidative stress, sodium citrate effectively protects nitric oxide molecules from premature degradation and destruction. The outcome is a greater quantity of available nitric oxide, which in turn translates directly into easier, smoother, and more robust blood flow throughout the vascular system. Secondly, sodium citrate plays a pivotal role in optimizing the efficiency of your blood flow by dramatically improving the crucial flexibility and pliability of your red blood cells. These microscopic cells are the primary carriers of oxygen throughout your body. When red blood cells possess enhanced flexibility, they are able to bend, deform, and navigate with greater ease and freedom through the body's most minuscule capillaries and constricted microvessels. This unimpeded passage leads to a significant increase in oxygen delivery to tissues. Superior oxygenation, in turn, fuels better tissue performance, enhances physical stamina, and fosters a more responsive vascular system precisely in the areas where it is most critically needed, such as during moments of physical demand and intimacy. Thirdly, sodium citrate acts as a direct and efficient fuel source for your body's most fundamental energy production pathway, the citric acid cycle, also widely known as the Krebs cycle. This intricate biochemical cycle represents the primary metabolic engine within your cells that generates adenosine triphosphate, ATP, the universal energy currency of life. This energy input is critically important because the smooth muscle tissue that forms the walls of your blood vessels absolutely requires an ample supply of ATP to relax and fully dilate. More ATP means stronger, more sustained dilation, thereby significantly increasing the likelihood of maintaining firmness and responsiveness when the moment truly matters. Finally, a residual amount of bicarbonate, the portion of the baking soda that does not fully react to form sodium citrate, continues to perform its vital function of buffering any lingering acidity. This means the combination provides you with the absolute best of all worlds: comprehensive pH support, robust nitric oxide support, and crucial cellular energy support. This intricate interplay of mechanisms is precisely why this combination works so incomparably better and more powerfully than either powder could achieve on its own. Baking soda skillfully alters the body's internal environment, creating an optimal setting. Citric acid expertly transforms the underlying chemistry, initiating the production of new beneficial compounds. And sodium citrate powerfully amplifies these results, driving profound and lasting vascular benefits. This is often the precise moment when men, upon grasping this profound synergy, exclaim with genuine astonishment, "Why has no one ever told me this before?" And the honest truth is simple, because the vast majority of people, including many healthcare professionals, remain entirely unaware that these two common everyday powders possess the latent capacity to create such a powerful and synergistic vascular effect when intelligently utilized in conjunction. Now that you possess a comprehensive understanding of the remarkable compounds and mechanisms this combination generates inside your body, let us delve even deeper into the intricacies of how sodium citrate performs once it is fully absorbed, and why this particular vascular boost feels so uniquely different, so profoundly natural, and so exquisitely effective for older men seeking to revitalize their intimate health and overall vitality, having now illuminated the transformative process by which the baking soda and citric acid combination ultimately yields the potent compound sodium citrate. Let us meticulously dissect the actual physiological cascade that unfolds within your body. More importantly, let us explore the precise reasons why a significant number of men report experiencing a palpable and noticeable difference from the very first occasion they incorporate this mixture into their routine. The efficacy of sodium citrate extends far beyond simply aiding blood flow. It orchestrates a simultaneous optimization across multiple interdependent physiological systems, culminating in what I refer to as a vascular boost. This unique enhancement is characterized by its natural feel, a comforting warmth, and a heightened state of responsiveness throughout the body. The first and arguably most pivotal major effect of sodium citrate resides in its ability to enhance nitric oxide stability, while your body, even as it progresses through the aging process, may still retain the capacity to produce a certain baseline level of nitric oxide. This crucial molecule is frequently subjected to rapid destruction. This destruction is largely attributable to oxidative stress, a pervasive physiological challenge exacerbated by chronic inflammation, daily stressors, and the accumulated wear and tear of life. Oxidative stress acts as a relentless saboteur, demolishing nitric oxide molecules faster than your delicate blood vessels can effectively utilize them. Sodium citrate directly intervenes in this destructive cycle by significantly reducing oxidative stress. This protective action allows a greater quantity of nitric oxide to persist for longer durations, thereby enabling it to exert its vasodilatory effects more effectively. The profound implication of this is that your blood vessels can finally achieve a more profound state of relaxation, open wider, and critically, remain open for an extended period, facilitating optimal blood flow. Next, sodium citrate fundamentally alters the rheological properties of your blood, specifically impacting how your red blood cells navigate the circulatory system. It renders your red blood cells more flexible, smoother, and notably softer, endowing them with an enhanced capacity to bend and contort as they traverse the intricate labyrinth of your body's tiniest capillaries. When these vital oxygen carriers can move with such unhindered freedom, the delivery of oxygen to all tissues is dramatically amplified. And oxygen, let us be unequivocally clear, stands as a paramount driver of physical performance, sustained stamina, and efficient recovery processes. Enhanced oxygenation translates directly into superior endurance, more precise muscle coordination, and a body that demonstrates a remarkable resilience, refusing to prematurely succumb to fatigue halfway through an activity. Then we must consider the profound energy-boosting effect. As previously discussed, sodium citrate directly feeds into the citric acid cycle, which is the veritable engine within your cells responsible for the prodigious production of ATP, the universal currency of cellular energy. The smooth muscle cells, which are intricately embedded within the walls of your blood vessels, are absolutely reliant on an abundant supply of ATP to maintain a dilated state. Consequently, a greater availability of ATP empowers these vessels to open more expansively and, crucially, to remain in that open state for a sufficiently extended period, allowing you to sustain firmness and responsiveness without constantly battling against your own intrinsic biological limitations. Furthermore, there exists a subtle yet undeniably powerful effect on nerve responsiveness when the body's internal acidity is optimally reduced and simultaneously oxygen levels are elevated. Nerve signals are transmitted with greater clarity and efficiency. This optimized neurochemical environment can translate into faster arousal, more intense and pleasurable sensations, and a more profoundly connected and natural physical response. It is a feeling that is when they consume it, rather than any inherent flaw in the ingredients themselves. This is because once you ingest this meticulously prepared mixture, your body embarks upon a series of predictable and sequential physiological stages, each one contributing incrementally to the ultimate outcome of stronger, smoother, and more resilient blood flow. In the initial few minutes immediately following ingestion, the targeted chemical reaction between the baking soda and citric acid continues its vital work within the acidic environment of your stomach. Concurrently, the unreacted bicarbonate component begins its immediate and crucial task of buffering any excess acidity present. This initial pH adjustment is of paramount importance because, as your blood gradually shifts towards a slightly more alkaline state, your endothelial cells, those exquisitely sensitive cells responsible for generating nitric oxide, become remarkably more efficient in their function. It is akin to engaging a biochemical switch, effectively signaling your blood vessels with a clear directive. You can now relax, you can now open and expand. Approximately 15 to 25 minutes into this process, subtle yet significant shifts begin to manifest as nitric oxide levels commence their upward trajectory. This sensation is rarely dramatic or abrupt. Rather, it often registers as a gentle, almost imperceptible warmth spreading through your extremities, perhaps in your hands, feet, or even a mild sensation in your chest. Many men describe it as a gentle awakening of their circulation, an intuitive feeling that everything within their vascular system is flowing with a newfound ease and fluidity. By the 30 to 45 minute mark, the newly formed sodium citrate is typically fully absorbed into your bloodstream, reaching systemic circulation. This is the critical juncture where the true synergy of the combination truly begins to express itself with full force. At this point, nitric oxide becomes significantly more stable, protected from premature degradation. Oxidative stress, the cellular antagonist, experiences a noticeable reduction. Your red blood cells, now endowed with enhanced flexibility, begin to navigate the intricate vascular network with greater freedom and efficiency, delivering vital oxygen to tissues that may not have felt fully energized in a considerable period. Concurrently, the smooth muscle cells embedded within the walls of your blood vessels commence producing an increased quantity of ATP, the indispensable energy currency. In essence, at this pivotal stage, your entire vascular system transforms, becoming comprehensively prepared, profoundly primed, and exquisitely responsive to physiological demands. By the time 45 to 60 minutes have elapsed, most men arrive at what I refer to as the readiness window. This is the optimal moment when all the intricately coordinated physiological mechanisms align perfectly. Enhanced nitric oxide production, bolstered endothelial stability, significantly improved oxygen delivery to tissues, and heightened cellular energy levels within the vascular walls. This specific time frame represents the ideal period for initiating intimacy because your body is now optimally equipped to rapidly increase blood flow and, crucially, to sustain that elevated blood flow without succumbing to premature fatigue. Between the 60 and 90 minute mark, the beneficial effects typically reach their zenith, achieving their peak efficacy. This is the phase where men frequently report experiencing faster arousal, a significantly stronger and more consistent firmness, and a much improved ease of maintenance throughout the experience. Nothing feels forced or artificial. Rather, it simply feels as though your body is responding with the natural vigor and confidence it once possessed, effortlessly and without struggle. And here is the absolutely critical detail I want you to engrave into your memory. Attempting to take this mixture immediately prior to intimacy, hoping for instantaneous results, will not yield the same profound benefits. Your body unequivocally requires that precise 45 to 60 minute preparatory window to adequately adjust its internal pH, to stabilize nitric oxide levels, and to sufficiently fuel its entire vascular system. Now that we have thoroughly explored the critical aspect of timing, let us transition to an equally important consideration: the precise dosing and preparation guidelines that are essential for achieving the most optimal results, all while ensuring comfort and avoiding any potential discomfort. Now, let's address the component of this method where most men regrettably err: the precise formulation and preparation. Because quite simply, if you inadvertently mix too much of the ingredients, you risk experiencing uncomfortable bloating and gastric distress. Conversely, if you mix too little, the desired vascular lift and beneficial effects will likely remain elusive. And critically, if you miscalculate and employ the incorrect ratio of the two powders, you will fail to generate a sufficient quantity of sodium citrate, thereby missing out on the full transformative effect of this powerful combination. The sweet spot, the meticulously determined ratio that has proven most effective and beneficial for the vast majority of men, is a straightforward and easy to remember proportion: 2 parts baking soda to 1 part citric acid. This precise ratio is not arbitrary. It has been carefully calibrated to ensure that an ample amount of baking soda actively participates in the chemical reaction to form the essential sodium citrate, while concurrently leaving a modest yet critically important residue of bicarbonate. This residual bicarbonate continues to perform its vital function of providing that all-important pH buffering effect, extending the benefits beyond the initial reaction. For a single effective serving, I consistently recommend initiating your regimen with approximately 3 grams of baking soda, paired with a quantity of citric acid ranging from 0.5 to 1 gram. These amounts, while appearing small in volume, are more than sufficient, I assure you, to powerfully activate the desired internal chemical reaction within your body without overwhelming your digestive system or inducing any undue stomach discomfort. Here is a simple step-by-step guide on how to meticulously prepare this potent mixture. First, procure a clean glass and fill it with approximately 8 to 12 ounces of plain water. Next, carefully add the pre-measured powders to the water and be prepared, as the mixture will immediately begin to fizz vigorously and rapidly. This active fizzing is not merely an aesthetic display. It is a clear, positive indicator that the compounds are reacting precisely as intended, actively forming the crucial sodium citrate that your body requires for the vascular enhancement. Allow the mixture to bubble and effervesce for a brief moment, then gently stir it until the vigorous fizzing subsides and the solution settles. You do not need to wait for the fizz to completely vanish. Rather, just long enough for the drink to be comfortable and palatable to consume. The resulting taste is characteristically slightly salty and subtly tart, and candidly, it is often much easier and more agreeable to drink than most men initially anticipate. If you wish to further enhance the smoothness or alter the flavor profile, you have the optional choice of adding a small splash of fresh lemon juice or a modest amount of your preferred fruit juice, though this is entirely at your discretion. Crucially, it is highly advisable to consume this mixture on an empty stomach, or at the very least, a minimum of 1 hour after having eaten a meal. This timing strategy significantly aids your body in absorbing the beneficial compounds more efficiently and substantially reduces the likelihood of experiencing any bloating or gas. And, as with the introduction of any new dietary or supplementary regimen, always begin with a smaller dose. Observe closely how your body responds, and if you feel comfortable and positive effects, you can then gradually and incrementally increase your dosage towards the higher end of the recommended range over a period of time. Most men consistently report feeling a distinct and noticeable shift within the first 30 to 45 minutes, that gentle internal warmth, that pervasive lighter energy, that unmistakable sensation of circulation turning back on. That precisely is the desired physiological response we aim to achieve. However, before you eagerly embark on trying this method, there is an absolutely critical aspect we must thoroughly discuss: safety. Because while this combination is undeniably natural, generally considered safe for most, and utilizes everyday ingredients, it is unequivocally not suitable for every individual. Before you consider incorporating this simple mixture into your health routine, it is imperative that I guide you through a truly essential discussion regarding safety. While both powders are natural, remarkably inexpensive, and routinely utilized in American kitchens, it is paramount to acknowledge that they still exert a tangible influence on your internal chemistry. My deepest desire is for you to employ them in a manner that unequivocally supports your health, rather than inadvertently complicating it. Let us commence our safety discussion with the ingredient that warrants the most focused attention: baking soda. Baking soda is, fundamentally, sodium bicarbonate, which means it inherently contains sodium. A single standard 3-gram serving of baking soda provides approximately 100 to 120 milligrams of sodium. To put this into perspective, that amount represents roughly half of the generally recommended daily sodium limit for the average healthy adult. Therefore, if you are currently adhering to a medically prescribed low-sodium diet, if you suffer from poorly controlled high blood pressure, hypertension, or if your healthcare provider has specifically instructed you to meticulously monitor and restrict your sodium intake, it is absolutely essential that you proceed with extreme caution. In such cases, a candid discussion and clearance from your healthcare provider are not merely recommended, but required before you even consider using this combination. While the vast majority of healthy men tolerate this amount of sodium without experiencing any adverse issues, I am committed to ensuring that you are fully informed and not caught off guard by the sodium content. Being informed is always preferable to guessing, especially when it concerns your health. Now, let's address the potential digestive side of the equation. Some individuals, particularly when first introducing baking soda into their regimen, may experience mild and transient digestive symptoms such as bloating, gas, or a general sense of mild discomfort. This is especially true if the mixture is consumed too soon after a substantial meal, as it can interfere with the natural digestive process. This is precisely why my recommendation emphasizes drinking the mixture on an empty stomach, or at the very least, allowing a full hour to pass after eating before consumption. Furthermore, allowing the mixture to fully fizz and react in the glass before drinking it is a strategic measure. This permits the carbon dioxide gas to be released externally, rather than